Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for jumping on to keep up with what is going on today. It is Giving Tuesday. Yay! It's an opportunity and it's the season of gratitude and thankfulness and remembering all the blessings that we have and what we have to share with everyone, which is at HEAV, we have a great opportunity to continue to support an organization that is fighting the good fight and championing families of Virginia. And you have an opportunity to be a part of that if you haven't already. Please go to heav.org/donate and you can click and give. And if you have given, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. The families of Virginia need your support and your prayers and all the things that champion homeschooling for us. And at this time, we have a double match challenge. Yes, I know, excitement. It's the gift that gives literally double time what you've already donated. So whatever gift you decide to give at this time will be doubly matched, and not just a match where you are met with an equal part of what your donation is. So if it's $1,000, it's $2,000. In this case, it is double matched. So you give $1,000 and it becomes $3,000. How amazing is that, right? So I have some exciting news. Hold on to your seats for this one. You read that right at the bottom of the screen. If you saw with my name, I am Catrina Jackson, and I am now your convention director. I am so excited. In my head, there's literally fireworks going off. I'm so excited about this opportunity that the Lord has brought to me and my family. We have been homeschooling since 2019, so it was pre-COVID. And but it's significant because when COVID happened, it was like, a relief that we were already set aside the curriculum. We already had the things going, all things set up to do homeschooling. And the blessing that we got to be is to other families who were trying to figure it out on the fly because COVID was not planned. There was no preparation that you could even do to go from having to transition in the middle of almost the end of a school year to homeschooling. And so we were able to assist some families in what that process looked like. And the first place that we came to was HEAV, Home Educators Association of Virginia. Everything you need to know is literally right there at heav.org. Everything that is required for the state, everything that is necessary or not necessary. There are a lot of things that people think you have to do for homeschooling that you don't. And every state differs in its requirements. And Virginia is actually one of the more less stringent ones, but you still have requirements to meet, and HEAV can help you get there. So if you're looking for what to do, you're in the right place. And so I do have notes, if that is okay and allowed. So I will glance away every now and again to make sure I don't forget something, because my excitement and jitters, I'm likely to stumble over my words, but thank you for grace and laugh with me as we get through these next few moments. And you want to stay, because I am going to get an opportunity to drop a keynote speaker. So you want to hang out with us for a few minutes for this Giving Tuesday while I go through a couple of things that convention does for you. Like, why do I need to go to convention? Why is convention necessary? I was asked that question, and I'm so glad that you asked. I can tell you. So convention is what I would describe as a quintessential homeschooling family opportunity to do everything at once in that first weekend of June. You have the continuity that the dates don't change, right? We're first weekend of June in Richmond at the GTCC. It's at the Convention Richmond. I'm losing my words there. The Richmond Convention Center. And they are great hosts, and we go for a weekend there, and we have workshops, there's keynote addresses, there's performances, there's just all kinds of things to get involved with and to do and to see. And you want to be there because our first experience as a family, we went in 2023. And we walked into the building, and you could just tell the atmosphere was so saturated with just love of family. And you would think that this army of people that were there were serving were paid employees, but no, these are volunteers who give so unselfishly of their time and their talent, and their families, even whole families, kids and all, get to participate and volunteer to work at the registration tables, to show you the children's area, the children's program, the exhibit hall, where there's lots of vendors, and even the young entrepreneurs area, where young entrepreneurs are kids who are entrepreneurs and business owners. And it's an opportunity for them to showcase their talents and the services that they provide for the community. And so there's just so much to do there, including free how to begin sessions. And so those sessions are there to explain to you the processes for how to start homeschooling, all that you need to know for homeschooling, again, requirements. And again, I'm sorry, I will tell you, I'm in a public place. So if you hear background noise, don't worry about it. We're good. So we are going to be dropping some keynotes, as I said, in a moment, but you also have a graduation ceremony that happens there. So that registration is coming up. We've already been getting lots of emails about when is graduation, how much is going to be, all of those things. You'll see all of that information coming out as soon as it is ready to rock and roll, which is almost there, because registration will be opening up very, very soon. So keep watch, stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed to our newsletters and emails, that you want to do that, check out the website, and you can check out the blog posts where you can get ongoing updated information for free workshops, webinars. There's even free testing and things that you can get, and assessments for your kids. I have a friend who's in our co-op here locally in Williamsburg that is availing herself of that free service that HEAV announced and put out there to get a math assessment for her kids. So there's so many things and opportunities that HEAV provides, that the convention provides. And I am excited to be a part of this team and to serve in this capacity. It is literally my dream job. I know we say like, what our dream jobs will be when we're kids, and that used to actually be a teacher. And but I am, because now I get the opportunity to teach my kids. I get the opportunity to pour into other kids in my homeschool through teaching, public speaking. And you wouldn't even believe I'm a public speaking teacher, right? With all of this stuttering I'm doing. But the beauty of it is the jitters and excitement, I hope, are contagious. And I want you to catch the wave, if you will, of excitement for what we do for our families in Virginia through HEAV. And for Giving Tuesday, again, right now, there is a double match going on. So it's not just one gift that you'll give, it doubles. We're all about multiplying our efforts here, right? And I talk really fast. So if you didn't catch it, there is going to be a replay. So please, if you're still with me, hang out just a few more seconds. I am looking through these notes. I'm getting ready to tell you some great keynote speakers and others that are coming back. So, dun, da, 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 drum roll I don't have, but we do have that have already been announced. We have Amber O'Neill Johnson. Yay! Cheer every time you hear a name, right? Sherry Seligson will be back. Sonia Schaefer, and here are a couple more that you didn't know. You've heard it here first, though, right here, HEAV, Giving Tuesday. We have Nicole Thomas, woo, cheers, Daniel Huerta. We have Andrew Pudawa, a crowd favorite, who is the founder and director of IEW, and he's a father of 7. He's no stranger to the homeschooling efforts. He has an excellent program established for helping kids with writing, so you can check him out, and you will be able to see him live and in person and ask your questions at Convention 2025, so you want to be there. And we also have returning with us famed artist Kevin McAvoy. He was definitely popular last year, and so we're excited that he'll be returning with us again this year. So you want to make sure you look for that add-on in your workshop signups, and you can get involved with that workshop with Kevin McAvoy. And then we also have returning with us for our special needs conference, which let me actually just pause right here and talk about that. Special needs conference, what does that mean? If you have a student, you have a child who is diagnosed with anything on the spectrum, ADHD, any of those things that we neurodivergence in learning. Those things get addressed in our special needs conference, and that's on Thursday of the convention. And so it's an excellent time. We have families who right here in our co-op, they make sure they sign up so that they get there for that. So they get the tools and resources that you may not know about as just parents going about day to day. You may be in therapy, you may have OT and PT and different things that assist you with some things, but then there are so often gaps that in our understanding about these diagnoses and how we actually help our kids in these homeschooling processes and curriculums, and what do you choose and how do you help with different learning styles within that spectrum. This is a place for you to do that. It's a wonderful opportunity with experts in their field who come and give you all of that information and glean for you to glean from. And one of those is Dr. Amy Moore. And so we are super excited for her to be back with us. She's from Learning RX, which they are one of our great sponsors, and so appreciative for them, so grateful for them. And so we're really excited about her returning for our special needs conference. So you definitely don't want to miss that. She has literally helped hundreds of families figure out navigating the spectrum and learning. We don't want to call it disorders. We'll say just the neurodivergent learning challenges that are presented with our children in different ways. And so she's just one of those people who has been graced with how to figure it out and how to help you navigate it and do it well and in excellence. We also want to take a moment rather to thank our sponsors. HEAV is a nonprofit donor sponsored organization. Without those donations, we wouldn't have a convention that anyone could attend, because the cost to support so many resources would be a little exorbitant. And so we are grateful for the sponsors, Herzog, you can see those on the screen, Herzog, Learning RX, American Heritage, Heritage Defense, Homeschool Platform. And there are others whose names, if we get into that, we don't want to miss anyone, but we're so grateful for what they do and what they are providing for families all over Virginia. And I'm sure there are several of you who can attest that attending convention, you were able to take something home that helped you in your homeschool program. And you have an opportunity to share that as well. It's Giving Tuesday, so let's give, not just in donations, give information. Help another family know what it is that the convention has done for you in years past. Share your experiences, share your testimonies of the things that you've seen, the things that you've heard, the things that you've learned, what you like to see, so that we can make sure that we are bringing back, because you asked for it, we are delivering and bringing back speakers who really provided the value and insight that you needed. And if there's something more that you want to see, let us know that. So we are here for you, here to serve, and so excited and grateful for that opportunity to do so. And so thank you again to our sponsors. We want to also, at this time, remind you that there is a double match going on. So you still have time to get that in until 3 p.m. 3 p.m. We want to make sure that every effort you make is tripled so you can give that donation that you've been planning. And maybe you think, well, I don't know if it's really, something I want to do. Maybe you're not a homeschooler. Maybe you're just coming here because maybe you know someone who's in the homeschooling world, and or maybe you know me. Maybe you know some of the folks that are at HEAV, and you're here because you don't know, and you don't know what it is that you're giving to. And I may not be doing the best job, I think, of explaining it, but I'm going to give it my best effort. Homeschooling is not just because someone decided they don't like public school. Homeschooling is an opportunity for families to educate their children with the values that they hold dear and believe, also with children who may have needs that go beyond what a public school education can afford them. They may have a situation or a diagnosis. There may be some circumstance that the family, for whatever reason, that child cannot be in the classroom. They have a health issue, where we do have one family where there's a disability, and there are just different circumstances that come up, several doctor's appointments that have to be kept to maintain and sustain that child's life and liveliness. And so there are opportunities and situations and circumstances that prevent a traditional schooling program and process for that child. When you're supporting HEAV, when you're supporting this organization, you're supporting those families. You're supporting those families that really, we say it's a choice, but they don't have another choice but to make sure that they are there for their children in a hands-on way so that they can provide the education that they need, not just because they want to give them an education that they think is more ideal. We are all doing the same thing to make sure that our children are taken care of and that their needs are met. And so when we give to HEAV, when we support this organization, we're not just supporting families of Virginia, you're supporting my family, you're supporting your family even, to make sure that all of us are given the opportunity to be educated and in a way that not just, I tell my kids this all the time, I don't want to teach you just so that you know something. I want to teach you because you need to understand. We are teaching for understanding. We are going for true comprehension. And for some children, that one-on-one is needed for them, right? So when you're supporting HEAV, you're supporting that. You're supporting the learning of a child who has a need that may go beyond what a classroom has been able to give them. And so we do, again, thank you so much for the donations that have been made. I see that there are some that have come through. Thank you so much. I don't see names, but I know you're doing it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We also have, as I promised, the keynote announcement to make. And so I will go ahead and give up that information. And it is, drum roll, Matt Hammett. I know. Yes, so we're so excited about that. He's excited about that, and we cannot wait to get to convention and see all, do all, be in all the things that are going to be going on that your family just does not want to miss. This is, again, my SAT word for the day is quintessential. It is the place to be. And so you want to be there or be square. So thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for supporting Giving Tuesday. Thank you for supporting HEAV. Mwah. And I will leave you with that. Thank you so much. We love you and appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day.